saying he's got a shitty game. I'm just saying
it just sounded funny.
Things,
you can do your good one first.
Of all the levels, I would say it's like buying a house. If you're buying a house and you've got 10 houses that are all the same price, there's one house that's a better deal than all the rest of them. There you go. So, and everybody's got that. You know, I got one band I like more than all the rest.
You're just a funny guy.
I try to be. I don't mean to insult people. I just do. That's how I got the nickname Rodeo. All right. Let's go here in 3, 2, 1. My Country 95.5. We are hanging out in the studio with Master Magician Aiden Sinclair, getting ready for the big show coming up this Saturday. 2 shows, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. The show is a benefit for the Casper Self-Help Center Safe House for Domestic Violence, and the show is from a padded room. And Master Magician Aiden Sinclair is here. And now, are we going to do? We're going to do a little, trick, but I don't know.
This will be a little bit stronger than that. If you
Stronger than a trick?
Just hold out your hand. I'm going to give you a key now.
And we're going to post this video, by the way. You know, excuse the squeaking of the microphones, but we're going to post this online at My Country as soon as we are done here. So, okay.
This is kind of neat. I'm just going to give you a key. Squeeze tight. Now, it's not uncommon for someone to go see a magician and see him grab a couple of spoons or forks and bend them. That's something that magicians are now considered something able to do. Now, you're not a magician.
Correct.
And that's not something that you run around practicing. And to me, a key is a little more substantial, especially considering the topic that we're on, because keys represented safety and security. You know, it's that one moment that you're on the threshold of your door and you put your key into the lock.
Okay.
That's the moment that you're most at risk. You know, you're that close to being safe, but you're still out in the world. And we read this great story in Cheyenne. There was a girl who went missing many years ago, and when they found her, her evidence of her kind of abduction, all that was left were keys on the doorstep. And one of those keys was actually bent. And when you think about it, a key is really something solid. It's actually very hard to physically bend a key with your hand. It takes a lot of leverage.
Yeah.
So that kind of hit home, was that this girl probably had the key right in her door when someone grabbed her. And she didn't just let go of it. You could think of her just holding onto that key for dear life and struggling with it in that last moment. And the idea is that we create a magic that's empathic. That's something that you feel and that you personally will generate. So if you can, imagine yourself as a victim for a moment. Imagine what it would be like if you were just putting that key into the lock of your door. And that, you know, if you could, imagine what it would be like if some big dark shadow just came out of nowhere and grabbed you and started struggling with you. And you could actually, if you focus on this, you could actually feel as if that key just slipped away. And you may actually feel something. In fact, if you were holding on to it tight enough, and you're kind of a stout guy, you could probably actually, you would feel it bending in the lock as it goes. And if you concentrate on that enough, open up your hand.
Wow. Wow. The key is now bent, ladies and gentlemen. And and I was not putting a lot of force on that key. I had a tight grip, but I was holding it as if maybe I had a moth or a butterfly or something inside my hand and I was trying to protect it. But, wow.
But, again, something that happens in your hand. That to me, makes it a lot more personal, you know. And that's the style of magic that we do. It's much more empathic, and it's not about the magician doing the trick. It's about what you feel and what you can create. And in this case, you've created a difficulty for me getting back into my house. But,
absolutely amazing. It is Master Magician Aiden Sinclair. Don't miss his show. He's got 2 of them. In fact, they are fundraisers for the Casper Self-Help Center, the Safe House for Domestic Violence. Get all the details and check out the trick that we just did here in the studios now at My Country, 955.com. You got one more you want to share with us?
We'll do one more, actually.
Okay. Actually, hang on a second. When we come back, we're going to play a tune here. When we come back, we'll do one more and also give you some more details about your chance to win some VIP tickets to meet Master Magician Aiden Sinclair at the Casper Events Center this coming Saturday. It's on the way next on My Country 95.5.